Okay, so here we have our motor circuitry. It's just a single motor that's being supplied here. And here's the spot. And I've got it set up in software and in pin connections to make it so that switch 1 has it move in one direction and switch 2 has it move in the other direction. So let's have a look. You can see that the motion is obvious from this little pigtail I have connected here. And if I go the other way, it goes the opposite direction. 1, 2. So here's the circuitry, and again it's going from the sunspot, and I've got this cable connected. It might be difficult to see. There's a cable connected here, and if you look at the other end of this cable, I've got a bunch of connections made to it, and I'll describe where those connections are made here. Also, I have kind of cannibalized this AC adapter to provide power, and what happens here is the following. Power comes into this little terminal board here, right here, and then it gets jumpered over into our sunspot, into the high voltage pin, and ground is also connected. It's a common ground that it's the same ground as that power supply I was just showing you. And then from this terminal block I have these other nice little jumper cables that go into this pinout on the adapted sunspot cable that I have here. Okay, and we'll talk a little bit more in a second. Okay, so we're using the high current pins on the sunspot. We're going to be using H0 and H1 on the sunspot to provide power to these relays over here. And what we have here, these two black blocks here, are a couple of double pole, double throw relays, 1 and 2. The first one controls just power to the system. Without that on, we don't get any power to the second relay, and hence we have no power to the motor. The second relay has an important function, and it's probably a challenge to see this. However, like any relay, it uses one signal to energize a coil, and that controls switching. And you'll see these two green jumper cables here. What these are allowing us to reverse polarity on the signal that gets sent to our motor. So this is just a reversing signal effectively. The trick in this signal, or this circuitry, was I was getting some interference, and I call it bounce, but it effectively got resolved by using or introducing a diode right here into the load signal onto the motor, and that kind of resolved that. Again, the proof is in the pudding. One direction, other direction, direction, direction. So the circuitry for steering will be identical to this. So now it's a matter of getting it into a format that we can connect to our little RC car. And we're making some progress. Heads up.